Hey guys, it's Sarah here with New England Junk Journals. I am on for another thrift haul. This is a book haul, and these all came from the antique bookstore. That is my favorite, my favorite favorite. I've got a lot here. This has been a few weeks that I haven't shown some of the stuff. I try to go every other Sunday-ish. I shoot for every Sunday, but it usually ends up being every other Sunday. But let's see. Let's start with like some, they're all kinds of really good ones here, but let's start with these two. Volume 1 and Volume 2 of these giant leather-bound antique books. And of course, they're a little worse for wear, or a lot worse for wear. These got some absolutely lovely pages here. These were printed in 1853, and these very much feel like rag paper. And this is a 2-volume set of a philosopher from the 1800s. I've never heard of him before, but apparently he had enough work to publish 2 volumes like this. And it's all on like religion and science and how they merge together, I guess. It's got theology, philosophy, and science. And this one, I mean, they have all of this staining. At least this volume does. Lots and lots and lots of yummy staining and foxing. And this gorgeous marbled effect on the edges here. This is like late stage rag paper, I would say. It's a lot finer than like the older rag paper, of course. They had kind of been using different methods, adding alum and things to tighten up the weave. It produced a much thinner and finer paper. Not that these are super thin at all. They're actually really good. And there was, yeah. This one was from 1852. Is that what I said before? Now I'm confusing myself. 1852, oh, and 1853. So this just came out a year earlier. But yeah, oh my gosh, tons and tons of paper. So, oh, I did not notice this before. Newspaper that somebody put in here. Now, is it this? No, it must be this. Some Home Curious. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, must have been like that. Okay, hang on. I don't want to... Yeah, I guess there are little bits of ephemera in here that I didn't realize were in here. Newspaper clippings. And a letter. Well, that's cool. As you'll see as I keep going, I have now acquired quite a large amount of rag paper and rag paper of different kinds. So I think I'm going to be putting together some bundles that are, I have my antique book page bundles, but I think I'm going to do ones that are like just rag paper for those who are interested. This has what looks like a desiccated elastic on the cover. I'm going to try to get that off because I absolutely love this gorgeous cover. And it's a book in German from 1880. But I mostly got it, and the pages are they're not thick. They're on the thin side, but I got it mostly for this beautiful Gothic script. And it's really, really gorgeous. There are some plates in here. It looks like it's a lot of cathedrals and sculptures and things. So that was fun. This one, unfortunately, I should be able to get all of these pencil marks off. But maybe, hopefully I can get this stuff inside off as well. But it's a cute little 1928 book of numbers and math. That's really sweet. These will be fun to craft with. Look at that. Oh my gosh, love it. But because of the condition and everything, this was on the dollar shelf. As was this 1874 Chatterbox, which has some really cool images inside. Oh, did I say 1873? 1874. It's a nice soft paper with these pretty little, now this is one of those things that I could use my label stamp to capture these really cool illuminated type letters, these embellished letters at the front of each story. That would be really great. Those would come out nice. And there's lots of images in here too. Like that. And these aren't too bad, I don't think, as far as, they're not delicate. They're not crumbly. They hold up pretty well. So these could actually be folded and put into journals without a problem, which is nice. I always like when I find that. The Picturesque Geographical Reader. I have way too many of this type of book. Like the spine's coming off. But I have a really hard time passing these up when I find them. This is that very, very smooth, slick paper. How books are made. 2 weeks on the Main Lakes. This would be so cool if I can get these out and reinforce the fold. These would be really cool in my main journals. Yeah, love it. Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Looks like these are all New England, so far as I see. 1892 is when this was published. This is also in German. It says on the front something, 1857 to 1907. So whatever it's supposed to be. Now, I did use my camera to translate some of these and then didn't write the translations down. So it's something about Cleveland, Ohio. That's all I know. From sometime in 1857 to 1907. But I mostly got it, again, because of the cool German font and language. I went down and poked around the foreign language area at the bookstore I'm branching out, slowly but surely branching out, stepping away from the dollar shelves and seeing what other treasures I can find. So this was one of them. This is really cool, and of course this part is gone, the label, so you can't read it, but it is. And look at that, look at the cool like jute twine that they attach the cover with. It's so cool. This is the poetical works of John Milton with Memoir, Volume 1 from 1856. This also may be rag paper. It's one of those things. There's ones that I absolutely know, and then there's ones that are like right on the cusp that it's hard to say for certain. I don't know. It's really good paper. That much I can tell you. It's not super thick. It's on the thinner side, but it's very supple still. So I don't know. It's possible. Look at that. Another one of those gorgeous marbled ends. This one, which was The Last of the Mohicans by James Fenimore Cooper. I really liked the cool cover. Although, I think somebody put... I'm pretty sure that these markings were added afterwards by a child. Copyright 1919. This is printed on some really excellent paper, though. This paper is great. It's very strong. And you see that cool deckled edge there. There are some color plates in here. But I love the paper. The paper's pretty awesome. This was very neat. It's another German book. And it's the... No, I'm sorry. Russian? German. Russian. I know that there's a huge difference. German. But it's about the Russians. I think that's what it was. So it's German, but it is about Russia. And about the Republic during a certain period of time. I think it was... Where is it? It's not here. This was printed, copyright in 1917. Oh, I thought there was a subtitle, and now I can't find it. But anyway, it talks about the different periods. This is during the Restoration. And what I liked about it, and you'll see in just a second, it does have some regular pictures on these pages, but they have these prints that are just tipped in here. And a lot of them are like fashion plates. This one is a bit more cartoony. But these are really, really cool. All these different styles. And those make awesome images for journals. Oh, look at this one. So cool. This is why I got this one. Has a few of these. super lovely. Let's see. This one is a nice cloth cover with the leather coming off of the binding, but it's physiology and hygiene. And it has a lot of these really cool antique illustrations and figures and things. This is from 1874. It's not rag paper in any way, but it is really cool antique paper. Look, a fibula tied in a knot after being macerated in dilute acid. Weird, right? So weird. But these are fun pages. Very interesting. This is a study on Faust. This is also German from 1912. And the paper is really nice in here. It's got that raised text. You can see I spent a lot of time in the German section of foreign language, but I didn't have a ton of time to go through all of the languages, so it's kind of a little bit German heavy, but that's okay. This I got for the cover. Gorgeous. And oh, this is lovely paper too. It's got a plate here as a book of fables for young and old from 1928. Oh, but the copyright is 1903. Has these really lovely embellished first letters and a bunch of plates. Now, if I remember right, a lot of them are kind of like these old Art Nouveau angel plates, which I thought was fascinating. Although they're hard to find. Since the pages are all uneven, the plates don't kind of like fall open to those spots. But it's got this lovely, like rough and uneven deckled edge and some fun plates in it. This one I got for the cover. This was on the dollar shelf. Loved this spine with the embossing on it. Love these end papers. I'm slowly building up my collection of end paper images. I've been scanning them in from all the antique books that I have. This one, no spine at all. But I do have both covers, so that can get, you know, made into a journal very easily. This is The Art of Ludwig Richtor from 1861. And he made these beautiful woodcuts. And so there's an assortment of his different works. Some are interesting, some are weird, just, you know. I translated some of these, and they're all just like captions from different stories that he's illustrated. But like, see how cute? This is something about a nutcracker. It's a story about a nutcracker. So, yeah. And every page is an illustration, so lots of fun stuff there. Oops, sorry, the desk is pretty loud. This one, I wish it had been rebound differently, but it's a very old book, and it was rebound. This, I guess, was the original, from the original title page. It's a Hungarian to English dictionary. And this is the only piece of like nice rag paper. And it's literally just in here to hold this page in. The rest, it's fine. It's good paper, but it's definitely not rag paper in any way. But when I opened it and I just quickly looked through and I saw this, and I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that like literally this is rebound into here. I was like, oh my gosh, it's rag paper. Okay, I'm totally getting it. Luckily it was not expensive, but it was a little bit of a, I felt a little bit cheated. I know it wasn't on purpose or anything. I really should have been paying more attention. But this is cool. I didn't have any Hungarian, so now I do. So that's awesome. I did pick up this Bambis Children. It's very old and it is in rough shape. Yeah, the pages are all coming apart. It's from 1930. But this abbreviated version is copyright 1951. So I don't know. I'll keep it for a little while, I guess. I do have a copy of Bambi's Children already, but I don't know. I just couldn't leave it there. Oh, these ones I love. This, I believe it says Forget Me Not. That's this German here. And it's beautiful. It has these awesome plates in here. There's really cool end papers. Copyright 1884. But it's a day book. So you have all of this, and that's January 1st here, January 2nd, and they've each got like a little scripture. And I think this is like notable events that happened on this day. But I thought this was so cool. I did pay up a little bit for this just because it was so beautiful. And it has a few of these. And these are all, I think they're all Bible verses. But they're so lovely. Oh, I can hear that my husband just got home. That's awesome. That means he had a very reasonable length of time at work. That was an awkward way to say that he didn't work a late day. That is what I meant when I said that. Words sometimes. Sorry, guys. A Venetian June. When I first picked this up, I thought it said a Venetian tune, but no, I believe it's a Venetian June. And yeah, an illustrated book. This is, as you would imagine, it is about Venice. Copyright 1896. And it's got beautiful like prose in it, and in between that has these really cool pictures of Venice. That's really cool. And it's on a very, very lovely paper. Oh, I've got some stuff in here. I have a few more books here. These are really awesome. This one, unfortunately, is in like 3 pieces. It's Documents 1859 to 1860. Awesome marbled covers. And this is document number 17, Annual Reports of International Improvement Companies to the Board of Public Works, year ending September 30th, 1858. These are all super awesome papers. But it says the following pages comprise the annual reports made to the Board of Public Works in the year 1858 by the various international improvement companies in the state. So you've got like all kinds of really cool documentation in here. Okay, you've got like invoices and receipts and letters, like business letters and reports and findings, like all kinds of really cool documents. So definitely some of these are going to get scanned. There's no way I could scan all of this. It's like, yeah, over 500 pages. Well, that doesn't make sense. Hang on. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that says 500. Oh, okay. So, yeah, like over, because it starts at 1 again over here. So, like 1,200 pages of documentation. But these will be so cool. I'll probably make some packs up of these because I think they're super unique. So that was an awesome find. These two I'm going to save for the end. And we'll look at this one first. And of course, it's gorgeous. Whoops, you can't see. There we go. Of course, it's gorgeously embossed, but it is coming apart. Look at that foxing. And this is Novvelin Shots Journal. So this is also more German, like a compendium. I don't know if it's a compendium, but it's a bunch of German novels, basically, that have been put together, and it looks like they were serialized. That's the word, I think. They were probably put into magazines, like a little bit at a time, kind of like, you know, okay, never mind, because it's not in my head anymore. This, I don't think had, it doesn't have a date, but it's a really cool, gorgeous paper. It's, I think I tested it for brittleness, and it's middling. It's slightly, if I tugged on that, that would probably come off. It's not super brittle, but it's not very sturdy. I would probably want to reinforce it with something. Gorgeous feeling paper, though. And all of this foxing inside the margins. In between the margins, I should say. Yeah. Super, super, super awesome. All right, and the piece de resistance, I just want to show you guys, is these two. Okay, 1838 documents from France. Let me see which one's volume 1. This, guys, is gorgeous rag paper. Like, really, as rag paper as I have ever found. This is beautiful. Again, 1838. And it says, Relations of the Venetian ambassadors and something about the affairs of France. Tome 1. I think this is Royal Premiere, I believe. But guys, this paper is amazing. And it's all in Italian. Oh, I was so excited when I found this. And let's see, these ones are all free floating pages. Let's see if I get to the... There are some in here, like right here. That are uncut. Like there's quite a few of these uncut pages. So they come out as a, what is it called? Is it called a quarto? There's a fancy name for it though. Yeah, a lot of these are uncut pages. So they'll come out of this book as like 4 pages stuck together. So this is what I mean when I finally have, and I have many more you guys have seen. I've gotten more rag paper books over time. But these are so cool, these old documents. I will be putting together some lovely rag paper bundles. Like this is the most excited that I have been. Like this is probably, I don't want to say that this is the oldest set of books that I have, but it's close to the oldest set of books. And there's so much here. Like they're big books. Like sometimes I'll find the rag paper and it'll be in a tiny little book like this, which is fun. And that's really cool. But to have it on such a big scale kind of blew my mind. I was so amazed. And I don't know if you guys can see the texture on this paper along with the foxing. It's so flipping cool. That's amazing. So yeah, this was the most excitement I've had in the last few weeks, was pawing through the bookshelves and finding these. And I got a pretty good deal on them too. I definitely, you know, they were definitely more than what I traditionally go in there paying, but it was a good deal all said. I ran out of there so happy. Thank you guys for joining me today. This has been such a fun book haul. I love doing these. I know I said that I was going to wind down with the thrifting and the book hauls, and I probably still will, but I will probably always do this to some level, just because it's part of like the fun of junk journaling is finding all the old cool stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I'll be back with all kinds of fun videos and all that stuff. I'll be probably doing some like updates on items that I have available on Etsy and on the Makers Market, and I may even do a drop sale here or there. But yeah, I'm just having tons of fun with it. As always, guys, thank you for joining me. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.